Hey dudes, what's going on, brother? I'm Serious JG. Welcome back to Let's Play Trials of Mana. I kind of, you could probably tell, I was a little tired at the end of that last video. I just kind of like conked out on the couch for about 10 minutes. Got up, got myself some tea. I'm trying to pull my stuff together here. So that we can continue with this game, which I'm enjoying and I'm finding entertaining. I just kind of like conked out. I'm an old man, what can I say? Stop making that noise, Lenovo vintage thingy-me-jigger. Yeah, it's trying to, okay, let's not do this right now. I want to restart my computer. And I'm using it for a countdown. Let's actually get back to the game I'm supposed to be playing. Citadel Red is known to be impenetrable, surrounded by crags and harsh winds that protect it. Retaking it will not be an easy feat. I do not know if we will succeed. Well, how did you lose it in the first place if it's so freaking difficult for anyone to overtake? Must be terrible defenders. There will be a tactical meeting regarding our next move in the room there. Let's look in on the tactical meeting. I'm a princess. I can take over if your princess isn't being decisive enough.
Your Highness! I am so pleased to see you well.
She's really old. Why am I doing that voice? Cough.
Please, do not strain yourself.
By living any longer.
I am fine, child.
I'm just really overcome by illness when women don't use magic, like that woman over there.
Overrun. A frontal attack would easily be rebuffed by Navarro. Is there any way?
Yes, a frontal attack.
Forgive me. I
Oh,
am a
innocent
mere
ones.
caretaker. I never learned tactics or strategies of war. Wait.
My eyes,
We
where
should
are
consult
they?
with the sage Dom Perry.
Dom
He may have
Perry?
wisdom to impart upon us.
Or not.
Dom Perry?
Thoughtful
Yes! Back when the world was waging war on the Dragon Lord and
That
his
guy's a real jerk, by the
unstoppable
way.
forces, Dom Perry advised the Hero King on strategy, which led Valsena to victory.
Well, hey, how come the dragon, or the
Where can
Hero
you
King
find
hasn't
this
sent me to talk to
information?
this guy already? That's Angela, by the way,
It
talking.
is difficult to locate. Dom Perry is Cora Poker. They're
Gesundheit.
small, reclusive beings that dwell in Rabite Forest, south of Jazz.
They should have their own schools. Sorry.
Then we must go.
They're
and
clearly
find
some
him.
other group.
Please wait. The Cora Poker do not like larger folks such as us.
They hate
We may
fatties.
not be able to meet with him at all. Finally, you have returned, and with you, our hope. You cannot leave us to travel again so soon.
You cannot leave us to actually achieve our objectives.
Please, stay with your people.
Send these people who need to do you a solid anyway.
Excuse me. Don't be so stubborn. There's no need for you all to do everything yourselves. We need to get into Gust Hall, so this is our battle too.
Duran and Charlotte, you got any lines here?
You
I really like this game a lot, and that's what it's in my nature. I nitpick at games that I like and like find ways that could have been better. So I'm liking this game so much. I wish they had done more of a Chrono Trigger style thing where they give all your party members dialogue in all these situations. And Chrono Trigger was a little easier because they didn't have to do voice acting. They just had to write different versions of lines depending on who was in your party. So the fallback they use here is logical, which is most of the dialogue goes to your main character, so they only have to have... Each character has one version of each speech, and they don't have to mix it up and have, well, Angela will say this, and Duran will interrupt her this way, but if it's Reese, she'll start this way, and Charlotte... You know what I'm getting at. Yeah, but your two party members who aren't your lead do just kind of seem to be standing there staring off into the distance, Peter Pan and the Pirates style a lot.
Would take this mission?
Yes!
Thank you. It would be such a help.
Well, I know you mean that because you're touching your breast with sincerity.
So, what do we do?
Now I'm touching my breast to show my sincerity.
Dom Perry may not agree to meet with you in your current forms.
You're too
You
big and
must
stinky.
appear less human and more Cora Poker.
Wow, he's really
You must
degrading
find
these
the
Coro Poker. Says they're
legendary
less than human.
Light Mallet. Rumor has it that the item is in Byzer. With it, you could possibly pass for Koro Pokers.
So obtain the minor mallet, formerly known as the Midge mallet.
I heard the whole thing, man. I saw what you did there, man. It was so cool. It was wild, man. Attica, I mean that, man.
She was undercover as a server in Paula. Oh, okay, she's actually one of the people. It's kind of interesting we got to talk to her again, because now that she's out, now that she's in her Amazon warrior garb, we wouldn't have guessed that she looks like a normal person when not dressed in like Xena warrior princess cosplay gear.
Please take care. We will take back the Kit Citadel. We're gonna get loud, spill some drinks. As mentioned previously.
You must find the legendary minor mallet. Rumor has the item is whatever. I've already said all this.
The meadows near our base is filled with somnosa flowers. You're not worried, you became immune.
Princess Reese is safe and sound. I am like the old matron. An important part of the whole feminist idea is the wisdom of the matron. So, you know, shut the fuck up and listen to me.
Womp, 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 rats and beggars, gun.
Equip weapons and armor. What are you, stupid?
Be sure to check out the weapons and armor shop when you get to a new town. This base full of warriors doesn't have weapons and armors, but yeah, what do you want? So now we pop out of this place, the Mexican food theme place. And here, this is where we came before and it was all blocked off. Now we can continue.
Hey, this way.
Mm-hmm. See my headdress popped in a little late there?
Follow the Amazon guard who said, "Hey!"
Well, this way. What is going on over here?
I don't remember this ever figures in, actually. It's connected with the god beasts eventually, the Benevodons, or if that's just like a weird... It's definitely something. There was a weird piece of art there in the original version, too. Are you going to turn out to be like Bon Bouillabaisse, or I don't know what other Bonds would be left.
Wait, is that Von Voyage's cannon?
Or Von something. Von Kaiser?
Oh, you know my cousin. The name's Merci. Nice to meet you.
Oh, so she's not Von Merci. She's a cousin.
Will
Cousin.
this cannon reach Visor?
No, I just wanted to show it to you so you'd know it was there, and now you can continue going towards Byzer on foot.
Yeah, see, there's nothing stopping us from walking back to town, getting in a boat, and going back to Byzer, but for whatever reason, they're giving us a cannon.
But of course. Are you ready?
Sure, I guess. They try, with one or two notable exceptions, they try to avoid making you have to hit the Golden Road quite a few times, but otherwise they do try, to their credit, to find little fast travel cutscenes and stuff to prevent you from having to retread old dungeons too much. Not that there'd be much to this, like we just have to backtrack across just a handful of screens to get back to the town the Navarro guys have taken over and take a boat, but I'm fine with this. And I'm assuming we land at the right place, maybe we don't. It could be a way to make us traverse a new dungeon. No, they won't do that this time because we could avoid this cannon entirely. So the cannon's not going to send us to some dungeon the game wants us to clear if we could avoid it. Ow. Chain the minor mallet. So this is where we would have to probably rest until nighttime to get this to advance. There, once it's dark, the night market here is open for business. Gotta wait until dark. Park your car in Harvard Yard. I've got I don't know what percentage of my, because it's a tiny audience, but there is a percentage of my audience that are internationals, so I don't know how many of you are tracking with the whole Boston accent thing, or also tracking with my use of the word tracking. I'm not talking about adjusting your VCR. That's military slang, which I picked up from my days of not ever having been in the military. Yeah, just making things more confusing. Anybody who doesn't know, I'm a DoD civilian, so I've picked up a tiny bit of military lingo just from working with military folks. But actually, tracking is something I picked up during all the training before deploying overseas.
Welcome.
And up until nightfall, I see. Sleep well.
Aw. I don't think we've ever seen all three of them sleeping in the hotel before. Shade time. I was about to ask, is it going to give me a chance to save the game? And apparently it will. This poor guy's up all night dancing. For us. So, this is that return trip you're forced to make. I didn't mean to imply. Oh, there's the old lady who's been trying to get in here to sell knickknacks for a long time.
Oh, welcome. Looking for something in particular? I always wanted to set up shop like this.
He's randomly happened to have been married to this fella who passed away. Did he happen to randomly own this rare and powerful magical item?
Running a shop isn't as fun as I thought. Well, enjoy your doodads. I think I'll go take a nap.
So that's the thing. We just find out she doesn't really enjoy running a shop at all after all that. And she disappears.
We got the minor mallet and we're ready to go.
Fairy is pretty excitable.
And find the Koroboker village.
Yeah, Fairy is pretty excitable. But I guess we can just take this boat wherever we want it to go. No, it's going to Jad's Stronghold. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's where we would have to go to get to the Koroboker place, because the Rabbi... Jad's Stronghold is kind of the starting point for the game, once you ignore everybody's flashbacks. Even Carly, because if Carly gets shot to... Carly tends to join your party in those caves. Again, those brick details shows up late. Carly joins your party in the caves, but...
We found the minor mallet. It should be easy to pretend to be Korapokers with this. I'm gonna blow you all away with my acting abilities.
And my ability to poke Koros. Because as Korapokers, we'll be expected to poke Koros.
And we can skip this, and I think we will for once. Although, actually... I don't know why I thought this would be exciting to see, but we haven't seen this particular boat trip before. You know, as far as, like, getting a sense of the scale of the world. But yeah, even if you play as Charlotte as your default character, she gets shot in a cannon, she lands on Kevin. Kevin takes her to the town, and she gets her way back to that place and then gets herself in trouble.
Where you headed?
Okay, now we actually have a choice, but how do I back out without picking one? Maya? Boat is out to set sail, speaking of which.
Aboard?
No, okay. So now would be a chance to find out if we can get into the Jad Stronghold. It's I think the place is no longer... They're no longer playing, like, ominous music. Maybe the, Big Mean Beastmen are gone?
Hey, those beastmen were intimidated by my strength. That's where they left. Mark my words. His Eminence, Wendell's Priest of Light, risked his life to put up the barrier to repel the beastmen. We could finally return to a peaceful town.
Not much of a stronghold if it wasn't ever able to defend itself against attackers. Beastmen apparently not kidding around as far as warrior classes go, but...
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse.
And when we finally can come here to shop for weapons, it's just the same quality of stuff that we got the last time we were able to shop. I thought they might do a thing where, because you wouldn't necessarily think to stop and shop here, you might have forgotten how long you've been trying to shop here, that they might do stuff that's like kind of ahead of what you can normally get at this point. It does look like we might be able to get in here. Okay, let's see if that guy is still in the prison. Oh, wait, he won't be because I'd need to go back and check this place when I'm not playing on this save to see if it's possible to go back and get him. But I guess while we're here, we'll take a look. And what's interesting, and that's interesting in quotes, is that there's not a whole lot of NPCs in this. Well, here's somebody. Need anything? Oh, I guess maybe this is the guy who was in the jail cell. He's just living by himself in this castle now. Which of these rooms was the prison cell? It was here, wasn't it? Yeah. Did I not come in here? Well, now I'm really confused. Oh, you know what? I did load, didn't I, at some point? So maybe it might be that when I come in here now, I can get the treasure chest, but I can't get the guy. Or talking to him doesn't give me the... Let's see. Yeah, I think it might be too late to get that special power. Because it was a chain, let's see, Fortune Teller, Bon Voyage, Bruiser, Priest of Light, Watts. Yep, so that's the guy. And on some subsequent... So again, we'll have to get it on a subsequent playthrough, but it looks like this is him. But he doesn't give you a chain ability if you didn't rescue him. I need a chain ability, damn it! We rescued you. The people saw it on camera. You can't deny it. Oh, well. So I don't know that there's a whole lot of NPCs that we need to talk to find out what Jad Stronghold's like when it's not being ruled by beastmen. But if we ever felt the need, we could. That's too bad. I was kind of hoping I could sneak in that chain ability. But again, I already know we're not getting the chain ability you get from Watts. Or for Watts, or whatever his name is for,
Wow, this town is nice and wifey. Not as much as Wendell, but still.
Suppose we can look and see where Duran ends up in the town now. Are all beastmen like those invaders? Surely not.
Well, Kevin is kind of nice. I used to pat him on the head when we were in the same adventure party on the Super Famicom days. He's just a real little sweetums.
Yeah, his stock is actually pretty good, man. I wish I could have brought weapons here earlier. Yeah. Although we wouldn't have been able to afford those weapons at that point in the game. They would have been pretty high-end for that point in the story.
It's my favorite town. It's the only town I've ever lived in after the war. What, speech impediment? No, I talk normal. I'm just making fun of Charlotte.
Koro Pokers. Race of small magical beings. Their greatest enemies are mice. And I didn't get to finish reading it. Shame, because I don't think there's a whole lot of points in the game where we get it.
What happened to you when you use the minor mallet, Charlotte? Already so tiny to start with. We might lose you inside a flower bud. What do you mean? I'm not that small.
Fuck off.
Just make sure you don't blow away with the rest of the pollen.
Listen, you witch.
Well, witch, as though the word is normally bridge.
Come on!
So there's a little bit of unique dialogue. I don't know if other people make fun of Charlotte's size. It seems like something that's very in character for Angela. Or if she always makes fun of some party member based on them being, you know, what do you look like when you're small? What's it feel like to burn?
I like that, Savage. I like that.
This'll be faster if we fight together.
It's time to talk to Don Perry. Don't worry, I'm a professional hide and seeker.
I'm not sure how that's going to help. Is it really time to talk to Don Perry, or will it be time to talk to Don Perry when we found Don Perry, which we haven't done yet? Either way, how did I end up not having this mapped out yet? Here we go.
Diamond shot!
Diamond Cutter! Bang!
You wish. You wish. Diamond shot! It's time to talk to Don Perry.
Don't tell us what to do, Fairy.
Don't worry, I've got this. Be gone.
Keep jumping and then dodging instead of jumping and attacking.
It's time to talk to Don Perry.
Shut up! We can't talk to... We haven't found Don Perry yet. Shut up! Here, now it's time to talk to Don Perry.
It's time to talk to Don Perry.
Did you see that?
It's like a little action figure.
Said little feet don't fear me now.
Normally you poke those things and suddenly you're in a dwarf tunnel.
Is it time to talk to Don Perry? I'm not sure. Boo-hoo! If only we'd tried that before. I guess nothing would have happened because we couldn't climb through this path.
I hope this actually works.
Let's try it out on your nuts, Duran.
I don't know how the last one uses it on themselves, but I guess that the mallet shrinks with you. Kind of like the Hulk's pants grow with him when his size changes. Yeah. Coro Poker Woods. A real nice place to raise your kids up. Oh, he's huge compared to us. I think we overdid it on the shrinking.
You three do not look familiar.
Get out!
Oh, we just moved into
Coral
town.
Poker Village first.
Is it just me, or does something about you smell human?
No, we ate anti-human smelling
Ew.
bread from Sasquatch Bakery.
Right on a human to get here, so his stink must have gotten on me.
It's actually not a bad cover.
It is hard to avoid those simple, stinky humans.
They are disgusting and hateful.
Most definitely. So, do you happen to know where we can find Don Perry the Sage?
How about you look for the fellow yourself?
Get out of my fucking way.
Do we have to ask every Cora Poker in here about Don Perry?
Or just...
So you don't reveal that you're actually big folk.
Oh, shut up. Do we have to talk to all of them about this, or do we just need to talk to the ones that are indicated by a star?
Yeah, is it just me, or are there more monsters around than usual? It's not just you. Something strange is going on in the forest. Never mind, this is both halves of a conversation, so... Well, if there's a little cactus here, we really want to make sure we find it, because this, I guess in theory, could be missable. Although that makes me think they're probably not going to put a little cactus here. Got chased by a rabbi the last time I left the village. It was terrifying. Maybe the rabbi thought you were a snack. Hey, don't make fun, Clifford. It's alright, Andrew. I was almost going to say Wendy, but they didn't look female. But then, like, I'm not sure if we meet female Coco Pokers or Koropo Bropos. Bolobo Borobros. Roombalapachas. I told you to leave me alone. Don Perry, this morning he was out in the square. It's a nice place. You gotta be ashamed something happened to it. So if you remember this game from the SNES fan translation, this is one of the most pointless little stretches of the whole adventure, but it's charming in its own little way, but utterly pointless. I heard this area is a popular sunbathing spot for humans. Imagine bathing in the sun. Humans are strange.
Oh, I'll show you what that's about, boys.
Yeah, that's the other thing, too. If you had an entirely male society, but somehow was able to procreate, like this is the question that the Smurfs used to raise. Like, with the appearance of Smurfette, who was originally an evil trap laid by Gargamel to get the Smurfs all confused and worked up and off guard, like, would that even work? Like, would they know to be excited by a female if they'd never even, like, knew one existed? And...
Oh, wow, everything is humongous. Look. Look, there's whole Lord Humongous. He's wearing his hockey mask. What?
I kind of want to get all the treasure boxes here, only because we can't come back, as far as I know. I think the Midge Mallet, or whatever it's called, the Micro Mallet, that's kind of a plot thing that we just used this one time. You're looking for Don Perry. He was in the square passing out mushrooms. That guy was passed out. He took too many mushrooms, you know what I'm saying? Don Perry's probably out and about making mischief. Oh, they got a mushroom on the... That looks like it could be delicious, actually. Or poisonous.
Beep. Thanks for helping around the house. I'll bring the acorns by later.
Really? Thanks. Here we go. Here's an acorn. That's going to do things. Oh, I saw Don Perry walking outside a moment ago. He was saying, don't reveal my presence to the filthy, disgusting humans. Well, there's only one place left to look, and I hadn't thought about this, but I'm trying to avoid actually looking at the places they tell me to look. To avoid pushing the story ahead before I've found all the treasure chests here, but I haven't been finding a lot of treasure chests here. 2 out of 5, so... I remember at least one place where you can actually get to some hidden stuff hopping around inside of one of these homes. If I miss the little if there is a little cactus here and I miss it, I will be furious, but I don't think there is. Toucan is totally worth the effort.
When I'm this size, this place looks huge. How are we gonna find Don Perry in here?
Man, you see that guy? That guy's huge, man. Right on, Tiny. Thought that was a little cactus. It turns out it was a little Charlotte.
I saw it up there. You're looking for Don Perry? He was in the square passing out mushrooms. Cat was passed out, man. Yeah, this was the place. I was already in here and I just missed it. Don Perry's probably out making mischief. By the way, please don't steal our treasure. What the hell, man? Silver item seed. That's a nice treasure for this point in the game. But these little sacrilegious bastards don't even have a mana statue for me to save at, so I'm just going to have to call it a video right now. And when we come back next time, I guess we'll go into the next plot place, because I think the last treasure box might be in there, and then we'll continue on with the story. On the Mysterious JG, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.